100 are the real home of entertainment. Stay cool with Melody FM 100.7 Ibadan. 100.7
Melody 100.7.
I love this station. Melody 100.7 FM.
Reset one of your presets for your hit music now. 100.7
Melody FM 100.7.
Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this and this and even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
It's a blood production. Only shelter. Make you lock in with the nature's finest, aka DJ Pretty. Now time for the cruise. I move to the cruise, 5 a.m. making the lose. From sports to G's to grandma cruise. We will show you we know the snooze. With DJ Pretty we dey fly. Every weekday we dey high. Melody FM we dey leave. Now the cruise go call them twice. Sports the hard they and the cold. Sport jollof they sweet like stove. Sport bam bam go run I'm hot. Sport mash up they clear the blood. From football tennis to wrestling blow. Any sports kids we dey let you know. Music charts, we they give you the latest parts. Now cruise, we they cruise, no be stress. Entertainment, we gon' make you flex. No, he go come now, you will come. Make your grammar shine like sun. Every day we dey correct the slang. A class with the sweet, no pandala. Oh yeah, move to the cruise, oh yeah, move to the cruise, oh. 5 day long like street parade, oh. Monday to Friday, no delay. Melody they play, every day we DJ Pretty, we dey ride. Now the cruise of life, come join the vibe, the cruise. Yo, now the cruise with this, powered by the nature's finest, aka DJ Pretty, only on Melody 100.7 FM. From Monday to Friday, we know they carry lots. Lock in, vibe out, and cruise.
This is C-Drill, aka CEO. Check it out. It's the C to the E to the O. We DJ PD. Oh, you know how we go. Exposing fakes like Nollywood videos. This black wall, I do it for my people. Yo, this is C-Drill, aka CEO, hanging out with DJ Pretty. Don't touch that dial. One.
Just cruising. Well, baby, I don't care. Just cruising. As long as you take me there. Just cruising. Somewhere to clear my mind. Just cruising. Just cruising. Just cruising. Well, baby, I don't care. Just cruising. As long as you take me there. Just cruising. Somewhere to clear my mind. Just cruising. Just cruising.
That's right, we're back again this beautiful evening. The very first edition of the Cruise Show this beautiful week. How you doing? It feels good to be here again. That's beautiful. Beautiful Monday is money making Monday. And you know how we do it? We're about to make money again on this beautiful day. How you doing? I'm glad to be here. You know how it is. Every time we come correct. This is the Cruise Show, your ultimate drive time experience. You don't get it anywhere. Exclusive to Melody 100.7 FM in the city of IB. All right, let's begin to roll it. You know how we do it. Big Dose time, entertainment, 107%. How you know how it is? Information 100.7%. Keep you 100.7%. Welcome to the show. Bring you beautiful vibes all the way. It's a Monday, and we do it how it is on a Monday, money making Monday. Sports come through in the next 13, 12 minutes or thereabout. And of course, at the other side, we bring you sports. Rather, we bring you entertainment and music.
Just cruising.
And we round things up.
Just cruising.
With the class. What are we learning in class tonight again? You know how we do it every time. So keep your dialogue right here. It's good to be here again this beautiful Monday. On behalf of the team, these are the guys doing their job the way it should be done. Big ups to Marcos, big ups to Timothy, big ups to Nike. Of course, I say welcome. My name is Pretty. They call me the finest, the nature's finest, DJ Pretty, the finest. All in one in all. You know when I come through like this, I rap through. But she's with my knees up in the hizu, and I keep it villa for villa, the thriller in Manila. And I be the biggest big killer like a gorilla. 100.7 is still the villa. Welcome to the ride. If you're ready, let's begin to roll like Freddy. Because SELECTIVRTY was the name of my game when I represent. And I kick it back and forth like Jackie Chan. My commitment to you is always to come correct and keep it 107% right here. And I'm back again to keep that commitment, and I'm here again. Welcome to the ride. Talking about commitment, here we go again. Here is Craig Davis and Tiwa Savage. Commitment. Welcome to the show. Let's do it. If you're ready, let's drop it.
Every time I show you vibes, you cannot see it. Yeah. Every time I tell the truth, you don't believe it. Yeah. Don't tell me I don't know about commitment. Yeah. When I was the only one to show you different. Yeah. It don't be the same no more. I can see, you can see, it don't be that way no more. Yeah. You're running around like you don't have feelings anymore. Yeah. It's cool if you well know that. If you leave, then say no more. No more, no more. Cause when you go left, I just go right. But you still want it all night. We just play chess when we collide. Think it's right about time I show you. Yeah. Every time I tell the truth, you don't believe it.
I kept a distance, babe. We were self-destructing like kamikaze. Though you say I'm a snack, I belong in a pantry. You do these things to me like fire, make we rekindle it. When you go left, I just go right. But I still want it all night. Undo the stress, show me your mind, cause you know I need it. Every time.
Love body, back shots, body. Give her body, back shots, body. Oh, 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 oh. Back shit the way I jump for NYC. Big girl, she carry the best I've seen. Steadily ready, me, lasting. Sweet in my belly, you're like cake, I see. Something jelly, eggplant emoji. So train when I slide it. Now she watching me like telly. Sensational, yeah. Waiting I do for you, girl. And I know, and I know, and I know. I do for you, love like a riddle, yeah. Give me the clues of the riddle. Oh wow, that's just a little, yeah. Life's pretty sweet, baby, bitter.
Girl, I only need your house address. If you wanna pull up on my tape cassette, no put it wider than the internet. I'm a presidential if you Roosevelt. Goody goody, girl, goody goody, bam bam. I need you now, now. Put me on fire like a lantern. Girl, you taste so divine, and I wonder why you so sensational.
What didn't I do for you, girl? And I know, and I know, and I know. I do for you, love like a riddle, yeah. Give me the clues of the riddle. Oh, that's just a little, yeah. Life's pretty sweet, can be bitter. Sensational, yeah. What didn't I do for you, girl? And I know, and I know, and I know. I do for you, love like a riddle, yeah. Give me the clues of the riddle. Oh, that's just a little, yeah. Life's pretty sweet, can be bitter. See that, baby, that. You go chop banana.
GhanaMotion.com.
See that sexy girl from Ghana. She too fine, one of a kind. I call her sexy nana. Yeah, she kill him inside. I can't deny her. Yeah, yeah. Cupid drop the instrumental straight from Ghana. Yeah, yeah. Say I been killing every show. I been rocking every party. All the sexy ladies pull up and do the dirty wine for me. Say I been killing every show. Every day I'm getting money, and I wanna spend it all on the girl of my dreams, and that's you, my queen. Let me talk to you, my baby. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you, baby. Hold on. Let me talk to you, my baby. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you, baby. Slow down. Let me talk to you. Baby, let me talk to you, baby. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Let me talk to you. Baby, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you, baby. The way she walk on thing, make the bad man want sing. Want you feel long on a short time fling. You deserve a diamond ring. Black woman skin smooth. Where she no bleach, she no burn up. Make we take it back to the root. Tell me how you wanna roll up. I wanna make you my number one. See reality, I say I know they talk I want. Woman, if you give me your mind, down in your heart I go like yes. Let me talk to you, my baby. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you, baby. Hold on. Let me talk to you, my baby. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you, baby. Slow down. Let me talk to you, my baby. Let me talk to you, baby. Hold on. Let me talk to you, my baby. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you, baby.
Yeah, slow down. Let me talk to you. Don't fast your roll too much. Slow down your roll. Yeah, let's have a discuss. Let's have a talk. Don't move too fast. If you move too fast, you're not doing good. But move a bit slow. Slow down. Let's do it. Let's talk. Let's talk. Only legends will understand what I just talked about. If you don't understand, you're not a legend in the game. If you don't understand, then you're still a learner in the game. Okay? I don't know if all of these guys here, anyone is still okay, maybe all these ones are still learners. Sports seer, maybe still a learner. Marcos, that one doesn't look like Leonard. That one looks like a killer. That one looks like a criminal. You know what I mean? Talking about M Black. Okay. Beautiful song right there, R2Bs alongside Whiskey. Slow Down. Before that, you had a song from Chris Breezy alongside Low J. And of course, Craig David. I mean, they're talking about David O. Yeah, with that beautiful song, Sensation, award-winning song. And that song was also nominated for the Grammy, but didn't pick up the Grammy Awards. Let's begin to go to sports right now, because this is the time to talk sports. And all eyes on the Super Eagles. Tomorrow is the day. By this time tomorrow, the match will be on and we'll be knowing what's going on. Okay? But for now, some games are going on, and we'll begin from there tonight. So let's go. If you're ready. It is 4 o'clock.
From deep and out. That's a smashing ball, it's Martins!
Josie, Yobo, Okubo.
And it's pushed out to the bow!
Simcoe Odesi.
Sensational! What a wonderful finish! That is the most embarrassing own goal! Oh, what a goal! That's something out of nothing! He struck it sweetly! And does he ever score ordinary goals? They're all copybook stuff!
Most definitely, it is 4 o'clock, and welcome to the show. It is Sport Time on the radio. Sports here is with me this beautiful day, as always. Sports here. I mean, when you wear this jacket, I feel, apprehensive sometimes. I don't know what's about to happen.
No.
Have you seen what is going to happen tomorrow with this? Because I remember the last time you wore this, you gave us something that was to cheer about.
I mean, this day, we don't know how it is. But I feel to start with, the Super Eagles, we had yesterday that they had delays. At the airport where they were saying they were getting their passport or something clear.
Exactly.
So I think that South Africa are trying to let them know that we are not your friends here.
Yeah, no, we ain't joking, man.
We are not joking here. And of course, good evening to viewers and listeners out there. Of course, it's time to talk sport on Cruise Show.
Most
definitely. A lot of things to talk about this evening. The Super Eagles, we know, is major part because this is the heat of that all-important game.
Most definitely.
We really must get it right this time around.
We must.
Because going into this game now without number 9, Victor Osimhen, not one single coach, either Finidi George or Pizarro, and this current coach has won a game without Victor Osimhen.
That's the worry.
That's the worry right now.
That's the worry. We're coming to that very shortly because Hugo Bruce is saying a whole lot of things. That South African coach is saying a whole lot. I don't know whether he's trying to talk so that we can just relax and maybe he's talking like he's giving up. Mind games, right? In the meantime, Super Eagles actually had their first training session in Bloemfontein. In fact, the training is going on as we speak right now. Yeah. They're having the training the Freetown Stadium, Free State Stadium, ahead of tomorrow's World Cup qualification with Bafana. Of course, the team left Uyo yesterday and, of course, arrived South Africa after the earlier delay that Sports here talked about. Well, the build up to the South African clash suffered a setback, yes, with Victor Osimhen having issues, but God will help us because this one, as Sports here said, I mean, for those of us who knew that no coach had won against any top opposition without Victor Osimhen, is a big worry for us. But for now, well, let's see how it goes. 3 points is what we need there. If you get the 3 points, we'll be close by 3 points to South Africa. Yeah. Meaning we'll now be saying, okay, whatever happens in the last, we'll now be praying that
hopefully South Africa will do something. Maybe they will sleep or something will happen.
Most definitely.
It's still a very long shot. It's still a very long shot.
Very long.
But we have to give it our best until the very end. The game in South Africa tomorrow is an all-important game. The guys must go into that game not feeling any apprehension. They must go into that game. They must be able to play as a team tomorrow. What we saw against Rwanda is not football. It's not a football. It's not a football. It's wobble. It's not the standard of the likes of the players we have in the team. So what we need tomorrow is what we've always said. We need a formidable tactical approach. By now, I don't know, it's not the rocket science. This is what you do for a living as a manager.
Exactly.
You wake up at night, you think about it. Every one of us wake up at night thinking about we can do our job better. As a manager, you should wake up at night and say, what did I get wrong against Rwanda. What did I get? The fact that you win should not cloud your judgment of the critical part of the game. You should be able to see through everything.
I mean, call your assistant and you guys should check it out.
Call your assistants. That's why you have about 4 or 5 assistants. You have one assistant managing the defense. You have one managing the goalkeeping area. You have one managing the midfield, one managing attack. Ask them, what have you learned from this game? What can we improve? In what area can we improve? Which player do you think is not bringing enough to the table? Which player do you think we need going into games like this? Because seriously speaking, what we've seen with elite football is questions that actually have been answered. When you see a manager go into a game, the next game you see them with a tactical approach that actually shows that that manager has watched the previous game over and over again.
Most definitely.
So going into South African game, one of the things I expect the manager to be doing, which I believe he is doing, and if he will apply due diligence to what he's been doing, is that he needs to also start taking bold decision, bold step. If we will not agree with it, you should know that fans will always come out and talk. In the head is your head on the line. So we might not agree with what you're doing, but you must actually make some move that will make us know that, okay, this manager is actually doing something to correct something. But when you go into a game like that and it's still the same thing, the same performance, and maybe we manage to get a win, and because of that we try to cover up the poor performance. No, the Rwandan game was very poor, very, very poor. And one of the things that is saving their face right now is because the fans that should be calling them out, majority of them are content creators in the stadium. Yes, they are content creators in the stadium. They just want to get a picture with the players. They are not more the fans who actually want, the country's flag up there again. You just want a picture with the players. They just want an interview with a player. So, for example, as a content creator now, if you go out there speaking ill of a team, of a particular player, that player will not grant you an interview. They will see you as an enemy. No Chelsea player will want to sit in the same room with Jamie Carragher because of the way, because of his reputation for always damaging Chelsea and all of that. So, the same way we actually need the fan base to be more patriotic than trying to push themselves and all of that. We need a fan base. When I saw the last game against Rwanda, a sector of the fans they were showing where most of them were content creators. All these guys that are in the same, team with the players. After the whole thing, they will talk with them on the WhatsApp group. Big man, the game is not bad, but this anyway, it's not bad. It's not bad. You have to watch out for yourself. Injury and all of that. Eventually, no one is calling them out because what we saw against Rwanda at home. Now, this competition might get to the end where we will now need goals to judge.
Definitely.
And we will now regret not banging goals when we ought to have done it. It was a scrappy win against Rwanda. We have to rubble the goal into the net. Just wobble and wobble. And that's not what you do when you're going to meet a team like South Africa. A team that have most of their players as home base. A team that has one of the most developed leagues in Africa. And you are going to their stadium that they understand very well. And South African fans with the Vuvuzela will be in the pitch tomorrow.
They will finish your ear.
They will finish the hair of the players. So tomorrow, what the manager should be working on more than anything is how to approach that game with a clear tactical understanding. The difference between elite football and some of the football managers and some of the football managers we see here is that these guys don't sleep. That's why you see a manager like was Pep Guardiola during last season when he was going through everything. There was a certain press conference where he had mark all over his head. The guy was scratching the head too much.
Exactly.
Because he gave many of them have marital crisis because this job can be consuming. They wake up at night looking at the board, looking at the tab, looking at. Many of them will be dreaming about a game they have not yet played. If you look at managers, most of them they have you would see them taking break for them to be able to rest their mind, to be able to take care of their mental something and all of that, because it's so demanding. And we see results in managers like that. But managers we see here, like the one we have right now, they said when he was in what's it called, they were pouring water on his head and all of those in Mali and all of that. This is one of the occasions where we want to pour water on your head now. Tomorrow's game is one of the occasions. Yeah, the game the day before yesterday is one of the games that we should be pouring water on your head. And not just pouring water on your head as well, but also on the result that this is worth it. You should be thinking very fast. You should be ahead of the game. That's what manager means. You are ahead of the game. You are ahead of every decision. You are even the manager that is on the touchline, your rival, you are thinking what he's going to do. You are looking at his line, you are looking at everything. So it's a whole lot of job. That was why I was wondering when he was taking the guys to the CHAN. Like, this man is too busy for going to CHAN. He should be watching all the games of this South African side, all the games of the Rwandan guys. You might be saying, well, which one do I? Just keep watching every resources you can see. So that by the time your guys come, guys won't spend more than a week with you in camp. By the time they come, you say, okay, guys, welcome. We've covered everything. This guy is this, this guy is that. Back in Lionel Messi's prime, Chelsea was going to face Barcelona. And this guy said the only thing the manager told them was, you know what? All we have to do is see how we can mark out Messi by not getting close to Messi. Now, a manager woke up at night and started thinking about, how do I mark this guy by not getting close to him? And that is the question the manager asks when you want to do your job. So for Eric Shells tomorrow is that game for him. If he fails tomorrow, I'm sure he'll be out.
Well, definitely. You can't even if we play draw, he doesn't get us. He's not anywhere.
Welcome here.
He doesn't get us here because even 13 points, if we win tomorrow, has not even gotten a guarantee.
You will still be praying and be praying.
Exactly, praying that other fail. God have mercy. I don't know where we'll be praying that others should fail. Anyway, where we are worried that look. South Africa will be, sports here. Daniel just enumerated a whole lot of things again. That could happen tomorrow against South Africa. Vuvuzela, they're playing at home. Pitch is better and all of that. They are used to their, they play, almost all of them play at home. But the goalkeeper, Stanley Nwabali, he's telling us that, look, there's nothing to worry about. You know, he plays in South Africa.
I was going to say that.
He says that they cannot they can't even stop us from going to the World Cup.
It's very funny. It's very funny. It's very funny to be speaking as a goalkeeper.
Because I was wondering when he maybe because he plays with them, you understand.
Yeah, I think he's actually the right person to speak. If I'm actually the manager, he's the one person I want to speak. I want to allow to speak as well, because he plays in the league and he's the one person that his word right now will mean something. Even though the South Africans feel like, oh, is this guy, has he been reading our game, telling them everything about us? So it's a very good, it's still one of the mind games you play. You get a player that has an athlete with the team that you want to play, either in one way or the other, to come to the press conference. It's one of the games you play. But eventually, it's not up to him. He's a man in goal, not the man in the middle. He's not the captain himself. So he doesn't get to decide how the team will play. All he can do is just talk. Eventually, he won't be allowed time to give the team pep talk. No. So it's not up to you. So whatever South African manager is going to be telling their guys now, it's not up to him. It's just one of the games I would have played as well. If I have a guy among you that plays in Nigeria, and majority of the players are coming from Nigeria in the NPFL. But because many of their players there are from their local league, SPFL. So it's easier for them to actually get a player like Nwabali, say, go attend to the press, say something that will make South Africans to be like, hey, Nwabali plays here, or he's saying something. But eventually, managers are very well ahead of. They are aware of games like this. They are just going to tell their players, come on, it's just a goalkeeper speaking. Eventually, it's just a goalkeeper speaking. Yeah, and he's the kind of goalkeeper that already we can see now that he has one weakness now that opponent might be thinking of exploring. Because that's one of the things about details of the game. To us, it might be just one funny thing he did the other day. No, there are some managers that this is what they dedicate their life to. He's going to be calling his strikers now. You see, I can see Nwabali. He's not getting something right in his life right now. He's all temper. So I want you to be pushing him one way or the other. Maybe we can get him a book, get him on the book, maybe get him a red card or something like that. Get him to behave irrational. So when there's corner kick, you can see them going around him and whispering.
Some people said this guy needs to cool down more.
If he's not cool down, tomorrow he might be the guy with the red card. Because the South African guys will be at home. What he went away with was because maybe we are at home, some home advantage. But in South Africa, no referee will go there and play something. The referee has to be straight or lean to the South African side.
If we had VAR,
that was going to be a violence.
Because when he punched that guy,
it's going to be deemed violence, and it will be red card. He will be out of the game. He'll be out of the game.
Why is he even doing that? Why not concentrate on the aim of the game?
Sometimes players just act funny. You just wonder, why did you do this? Especially in some important games. Like I remember Chelsea Champions League with Man United in the final, Drogba got a red card. Also the same thing we saw with Jackson toward the end of the season, and Zinedine Zidane. Don't forget that World Cup final. Exactly. And you wonder, how did you go that far? Said you call your mother something, and your head.
Wait, in all of the noisy stadium, how did you hear he was calling?
I mean, that's the funniest thing. And you were going, and then you turned back. You don't even think about that. This is the trophy.
He just
the whole nation is banking. You are the captain, and you went in with your head.
Oh my God!
I'm sure before you get to the tunnel, you will be thinking, "Oh my God, why did I do that? That was too much.
What got into me?"
So it happens sometimes.
Okay, you talked about mind game. I mean, let's look at this one now. Hugo Bruce has been saying a whole lot of things, and what he's saying is like psyching Nigeria up. I mean, he said, these guys are great quality. They play in foreign league against my home-based team. And, I mean, he doesn't see South Africa to be at par with the Super Eagles. He said, another thing he said, this team is one team that, I mean, has a whole lot of beautiful and lovely players. And he said again, the Eric Shell has a whole lot of option.
Yeah.
It's not just about Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, definitely. When you look at what he's got right there compared to what Eric Shell's out, you know it's a whole lot of difference there. Quality, experience, exposure, we've got everything. But South Africa, what they can say they have is a team. Very strong, understanding team, well gelled together, and all of that. So when you put these two together, it can be very dicey sometimes. Usually when you've got players who still struggling with inferiority complex in a way. Because when South African players feel like, this is Victor Osimhen, almighty Osimhen. Oh, okay, Victor Osimhen is not in the game now. But you talk about Lukman Ademola, Alex Iwobi plays in Fulham. Many of them are thinking for a moment, and you don't have all those kind of things. If you don't put it together in the game, it will affect you. You know, to go toe-to-toe, for example, if you're playing against Messi and you're a Messi fan, you need to actually work on your head going into a game like that. Because you don't want to wound your Messi, and you have to wound him. You have to go to any length to keep him out of the game. Exactly. So for South African guys, the manager actually knows that very well, and coming out to say it in the press is a bit of mind game as well, you know. But he's still also giving us the flowers. We deserve it. We've got we're feeding maybe 11 of the players who are playing in Europe, playing for top teams. So he's not saying too much. He's not so much of a mind game. He's also being honest. And I'm very sure he will be telling his players in the dressing room as well that these guys are very, very exposed and coming into a stadium that is even better. Because one of the things that actually was a disadvantage at the Ibom Stadium the other day was the pitch was not good. And it can affect the guys that train with the world-class stadium out there. So the likes of Iwobi will not be able to carry ball, throws ball around and all of that. But getting to South Africa tomorrow, they will have that advantage. They will be also exposed to, you know, playing in a more football hygienic environment. It provides the atmosphere that they are used to. The fans will be there. It might not be the regular noise, the vuvuzela and all of that might not be the regular noise, but eventually our guys will not be under pressure. They will not be new to that kind of things. So for the South African guys, of course, they've been playing at home. It's not going to be so much new to them as well. But eventually, it's a plus. Nothing is going to be like new to our players right there tomorrow. But one thing I feel South Africa has above us is they have a team. We don't have that yet. And I will always fear a team that actually comes with a team.
Definitely.
A football club or a football national team that comes with a team than the one that comes with individual player quality and all of these things. Also, what's it called? The guys with Rokodare, Lukman, all of the Wobbies, they are good. But they are not going to be good if they won't play as a team. How much does Rokodare and Lukman, how many times have they played together? Not many times.
Exactly.
How many times have what's it called now? Lukman, Iwobi, Olaino, have they played together? Maybe a while they've been together, but not compared with the South African side. And they are going to be many of the ways we are going to be communicating tomorrow is English. Hey, here, hey, bro, look at me. But they have their own language they can use. As is Zulu, they speak right there. No, so if this says they can, communication is always one of the things also they can explore on the pitch. So tomorrow, the manager is right. We've got the better team on the paper. But talk about delivering results. Talk about formidability of a team. I think South Africa has an edge.
Most definitely. Now, as we go into this week's round of football action in CAF zone of the qualifying, today, tomorrow, some countries might just be lucky to join Morocco. You remember Morocco, the highest African that ever went to the World Cup to get to the semi-final. Nobody has gone close. Of course, they were actually the first again to qualify from Africa this period. That's what's going on right now. So, 4 other teams could be joining Morocco in the qualification tomorrow. Yes, Egypt, Tunisia, South Africa, and Ivory Coast could be joining Morocco tomorrow. Of course, I know when I say South Africa, some people say God forbid. Anyway, the Pharaohs are guaranteed second place, at least in the pool. And of course, they can go 8 points clear if they beat Burkina Faso tomorrow, who are second place in their group. Now in Group F, Ivory Coast lead Gabon with only 1 point ahead of their clash. Yes, they clashed. It's a battle of the top tomorrow. That's a big game to watch out for. So the Elephants need all 3 points to all but ensure qualification, because if they beat them 3 points, that means the gap between them will now be 4 points.
Definitely.
So the last game will not be meaningful again. Now the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia, who are 7 points clear of Namibia, will qualify if they win away Equatorial Guinea today. The match is going on as we speak right now. Of course, a draw could be enough if Namibia fails to win against Sao Tome and Principe at home. Now for South Africa, who currently top Group C, and amidst the threats of a point deduction from FIFA hovering around them, they could all but seal their spot if they defeat Nigeria in Bloemfontein tomorrow. Now that's where our hope lies, Sports here.
Yeah.
Because I just as I said on Saturday, maybe FIFA is waiting for the qualification to finish.
Yes, before
we now see who, because if they don't qualify, it will not make any sense. But when they now qualify, it will now make sense to say, okay, you fielded in the individual pillar, will now, because it almost affected us, if not that we already had a big gap.
Definitely.
In the last time we qualified for the World Cup.
And it's always very ideal to actually deliver punishment like that at the end of whatever tournament they have going on right there.
Where you think
does the same way in the elite football as well. When you are going about it in the season, they will just tell you are in court until maybe towards the end of the season or at the end of the season. We saw what happened with Lyon. It was at the end of the season, they slapped them with a point deduction.
Exactly.
I saw them go to relegation before later got an appeal and all of that. So it's always very good so that you can be playing with that pressure on as well. South Africa knows that very well. That's one thing that they also are.
Even as they are playing now, there's pressure on them.
The pressure is there. You see, they just want to talk about it because they feel like if you are not talking about it about CAF, we're not going to make a news about it as well. But they are talking about it in the back room that we're likely going to be slapped with 3 point deduction. And CAF might take it to the next level and say, you know what? It's not just going to be 3 points because this is something that we want to use to send a message and maybe make it a 4 points. Okay. So, but eventually, South Africa, they are in a situation right now where their own fate also is a little bit not in their hand as well. Definitely. So, but all that matters is that they are aware. And when you look at the coming games at hand for them, they feel like all they just have to do is win the rest of their game.
Whatever happens.
There is no anything. Once Nigeria comes tomorrow, they are ready to give it everything. They know that all that they need to do to spoil the party for Nigeria tomorrow is a draw.
Exactly.
Once they get a draw, the rest of the game, once they are able to get a win and another draw, they are qualified. So even if we now slap them with a 3 or 4 point deduction, they will still be good, either on goal difference or on 1 point, they will still make it.
That's why they also will be fighting for all the points.
That's why I'm saying
if they beat Nigeria tomorrow, they will be leading us with massive 9 points.
Beating us tomorrow is Nigeria just practically handling them the ticket. Bye-bye.
So if they reduce 4 points.
So,
and for Benin Republic that keeps winning too, they are cooking their own rice.
They are cooking their rice too.
That if we finish second and the gap is not much between us and South Africa, we might end up being the one to represent.
Yeah, Benin knows that, but at the same time, Benin knows that that's a long mountain, a long shot for them to say they want to climb Nigeria and South Africa. God forbid that something happens to South Africa and Nigeria now did not prepare very well.
Yeah.
And Benin goes to the World Cup.
It's possible.
That would be
tomorrow, for instance. Daniel, if Nigeria plays draw,
yes,
with South Africa,
and Benin goes on to
Benin win tomorrow,
and Benin goes on to
2 points. 2 points between Benin
and Benin.
No, not us. Benin and South Africa.
Yes, Benin now would be. They will knock us out of the second place.
Yes, now that means we are not even in second place.
I don't want to entertain that idea because I feel like God forbid. Okay. God forbid, because who will want to entertain that for whatever reason? Because it's one of the reasons why Eric Shields and his men should also be optimistic. They should not be going it and feeling like the ball is not so much in our court. The ball, just give it your best until the
your
end.
Own game.
Play every game and win every game until the end. So after the whole thing, let us now come to the media. Everybody get your iPads, get your mobile devices, and let's start calling CAF. Hashtag South Africa suspension, point deduction. Let's call them until maybe CAF will now be moved to react in a way that it will be like, what's happening? So, but eventually all that matters right now is the guys need to do better, get results. get results, because what we are seeing, the performance is disheartening. Going into South African game tomorrow, I don't think there's any Nigerian who is going into that game thinking, we are going to win them. No.
Because the confirmation is for those who've been asking, has Lesotho actually lodged a complaint? Yes, they have. Yeah, officially. They have lodged a complaint. In fact, Sunday Olise is a member of FIFA technical group. Yeah. And he has said that South Africa, he can confirm that South Africa are actually in trouble.
Yeah, they definitely are in trouble. Yeah. That's one of the major rule they break right there. They are in trouble. Just we don't know what will be their response as to why that kind of player is fielded. But eventually, it's still like us, yes, trying to beg FIFA to help us do our job. So whatever happens, it's South Africa versus FIFA.
Now, people who have been wondering, there are people who are wondering what actually is the problem of Nigeria. We have stars everywhere. Our players are earning big money in Europe. I mean, the highest earner in Europe, from Africa, happens to be in Nigeria, yet we struggle. Yeah, Victor Ikpeba, he played for Nigeria. I mean, is he's a pundit right now, and he represents football very well. Our problem is constant change of managers. Now, why won't we be changing managers if the managers are not giving us results? Is a question some other set of people will ask you.
Well, Victor Ikpeba is very, very right there. For any project, especially a national team project, it doesn't work very quick because the managers don't actually have more time to spend with players. They have to wait. Players go spend chunk of the time in the club and then wait, come 2 weeks and prepare for a tournament. Even the major AFCON players, some of them come late, some of them come a week, some of them come days before the first game. So for national team managers, all that they always cry for is time. But at the same time, you don't always get that time because any team that hires you wants results. Process is part of it, we know. But with the Super Eagles, why we are having this issue of changing manager constantly is because we don't actually have the kind of environment that actually can entertain the kind of manager that can help us. Talk about foreign managers. We need a manager right now in football, where football is right now. We need a manager that is technically sound, a manager that is vast, a manager that actually knows the game very well and willing to develop and believe in our project as a nation.
Yeah.
And that being said, we must have a project. Because it's one thing to say we always change manager. What is the project of Super Eagles? NFF, what is your project for Super Eagles? We must have a project. If the project is Operation 2032, World Cup qualifiers. If the project is so, have a project. Now, what are the terms of this project? We want to have a national team with maybe 40% home-based players. And that kind of project now will bring in a manager that will be given at least 4 to 5 years contract.
Can we wait?
And bringing a manager like
we
that.
Have patience?
Now, bringing a manager like that, we need a foreign manager that actually has a family who wants to bring his family to Nigeria. Can a manager like of the class of Mourinho wants to come to Nigeria to live in Abuja with all the situations we have in the country, kidnappings everywhere. So we don't have the environment. So all we always do is let's help a little bit with the home-based managers, the ex-players. Let's help a little bit with the managers within the country, the same continent who understand everything, all of that. Let's help a little bit with a short-time manager from abroad, 2 years to the tournament. It might shock you now that if eventually we get to qualify for this tournament, World Cup, Eric Sher might still not be the one that will take us there. Yes, they will still come back and say, well, we want to thank Eric Sher for what we've done, but going to World Cup, we need a manager. And before you know it, one thing led to another. They will go and agree a deal with one elite manager. They are good at that. We can land a manager like Roberto Martinez of Portugal. We can land some very big manager. They will pay them off and say, you know what, this is 2 years contract. We are willing to pay. Just call home anytime. But eventually, when they take them into the World Cup, maybe group stage or quarterfinal, we are back home. 2 months later, the manager is fired. So why we have not been able to answer the long-time managerial role in the Super Eagles is because we don't have the environment as a nation that can actually host a manager that we need for a long period of time. We need a manager that is actually well-educated, not I'll go and bring someone with South Africa, someone from Egypt, or former manager of Cameroon. No, we need a manager of our own. Someone, the Super Eagles, the NFF as a body, NFF must know that they also must have a scout. It's not just that we need a manager now, just go and carry CV, call them to come interview. No, who have they been scouting? Who have they been understudying as a manager? Yes, following that. This is a manager that actually has a track record in African football or as a thing for African football. Believe in African players.
The last time they told us it was Claude Leroy that they've been following him.
So what happened? So eventually they need to do better work. The NFF needs to go sit down. That's why we say in NFF as well, we need the right people there. We need the right people there. We need young bloods. They need people who actually can, read the game with the current mind.
Definitely.
The game has changed. Football is no more the game it used to be. It has changed. More technical, more clinical. Players everywhere. You see players, midfielders now are being told to advance. Defenders are told to embat. Everything is changing. Goalkeepers now must know how to pass very well. It's one of the things that gives goalkeepers hedge. So it has advanced. Now, what we have in the current, in the kind of managers we have available to us in Africa, in Nigeria, are still the old mentality kind of manager. We just want to kick the ball into the net, get results. You help the team, mass defense, mass attack. No, it's no more the same. So to get that kind of manager, we need an environment that provides better housing, better environment. That the manager will feel like, well, I'm in Nigeria for the next 4 years and I can move freely around.
Most definitely.
I want to go to Kano to scout player. I want to go and check what's happening between 3SC and Remo in Adama Sigba Stadium. I want to go around. I can go to this stadium. Very peaceful environment. We don't have that yet. So any manager that wants to come, that's why they always give them a big contract or terms. This is what I want, and we can't afford it. And if we stick with the home base for our players, my managers, and the one within the continent, we will always be firing them.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right, let's quickly give you the result of, the score line of the games going on. I can confirm to you right now, the game between Equatorial Guinea and Tunisia has ended, and Tunisia have qualified for the World Cup.
They won
1-0 away. They beat Equatorial Guinea at home.
That is it.
Yeah. So Equatorial,
that's doing your job.
Yeah. Tunisia has joined Morocco. So it tells you
the ticket is going gradually.
It's going to not everywhere. Yeah. Because Egypt, Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, they are all of them.
These are nations that are already trying to force themselves
out of Africa.
Very soon we will see them. Even if it is just 6 of them, they will organize their own Nations Cup.
I'm telling you, Arab world.
That's what they will do.
Okay, for the games now, let me give you the full fixtures and the results. In Group A, Guinea-Bissau are presently playing Djibouti. I hope they will not beat Djibouti like thieves. Djibouti were beaten last week like criminals. Because right now the match is 2-0 and it is the 84th minute of action. That's in Group A. In Group D, Libya and Eswatini will be playing later at 8 p.m. And of course, in Group E, Morocco again have defeated Zambia. Morocco, they are not smiling at all. Confirm 20. They have 21 points now. Yeah. 21 points from 8 games. Forget these guys.
That's what we talk about. When a team is already a team, you don't think about a game as a bigger game than they are just going to do their work and they will just get a win. It's not about this game is important, we must win it. That kind of mentality is for a team that's playing form by form. But when a team is already in a class that it's a very formidable team, you win game and wake up.
They are too much. Okay, in Group G, Mozambique defeated Botswana 2-0. And of course, Guinea and Algeria presently are playing goalless. And the game is in the 85th minute. Algeria also need a result. Uganda and Somalia in the other group game is 2-0 to Uganda. In Group H, as I said, Tunisia have gone to Equatorial Guinea and Malabo. They beat them 1-0. Malawi and Liberia are playing 2-2. In the Group I, Madagascar and Chad, it is 2-1 in favor of Madagascar, while Ghana and Mali will be playing later at 8 p.m. So these are the games in the qualification for CAF. Tomorrow, action continues and all eyes on Bloemfontein, where Nigeria will be playing South Africa, and that is the game everybody wants to see. Everybody is talking about. I'm telling you.
I don't know how many fans will be traveling, but we are hearing that Nigerians in South Africa are rallying around. They are calling themselves.
We have plenty guys.
Yeah, supporting themselves to come to the stadium.
That's one thing about Nigeria. Everywhere you go, you have Nigerians.
Yeah, and of course, the CAF as a body must be very careful tomorrow in terms of security.
Yeah,
we know that South Africa and Nigeria, we have a very, very thin, very tiny, line of peace right there. Any small thing, chaos, Kasala can burst in the stadium before and after the game.
Exactly.
So they really need to make sure that the security is very well prepared. And of course, they should get a kind of security that will not be biased. Because we saw what happened between, I think it was last year, Argentina and Brazil, where the security in Argentina were just beating these Brazilian fans like like
goats.
So Cap might want to watch that tomorrow because the game will be tensed.
Most definitely. All right, let's quickly go to the EPL now. Something happened today where Manchester City and the Premier League in England have reached a settlement in their dispute over the rules that govern commercial deals. So City have accepted the rules governing associated party transaction, they call it APT, and valid and of course binding, with both parties agreeing to terminate legal proceedings. So no more court proceedings now. Let's end it. Of course, the club had mounted a legal challenge against the Premier League, claiming new rules were unlawful. But right now they've decided to say, okay, we are no more going to court. Yeah. We'll accept your rule and let's keep it going. Let's be friends.
Premier League always have a thing for always putting things, changing things, upgrading things and all of that. But they need to know that this actually needs to be one thing at a time. Too much of it can make the game a little bit more congested and all of that. But going forward is why they are Premier League, is why they are elite football. They know everyone is looking up to them and they always want to set the pace.
But one thing is they are still waiting. That's talking about City. They still have a whole lot of allegations against them by the league body. About 100 alleged breaches of financial rules for which the club duly deny wrongdoing.
Man City's case is a case of Yoruba will say Moloko. So that's what they have. If Premier League did not react on time, they are going to turn it over. They are going to turn it on the Premier League, because up to now, what Pep Guardiola said in a press conference a while ago was there is no case. That he is very clear about the dealings in Manchester City, and that if there is any case, he's going to stay with the club throughout the time. And this thing has been on for like 3 years now. One so charges, still nothing happened. They've won the Premier League after it. They finished second place. They've won the Champions League after that. What happens eventually now when they the court's verdict now eventually say, okay, they are now guilty. Are you going to withdraw the league they've won? Are you going to withdraw the points they won last season? Are you going to send them to the championship for the next 2-3 seasons? And we've been seeing the likes of Haaland and co in the championship. So it's one thing. I know definitely that Man City is not a small team that you just want to do a wuru to the answer treatment to their case. Why we saw the likes of Crystal Palace, West Ham United got their own, Everton got their own punishment on time was because those kind of teams they can't pull much weight. When you've got a team that maybe a president is supporting the team or a governor of one particular place or state can always say it's not going to be easy to put verdict on whatever case they have. But eventually I know that everybody in the Premier League is praying that justice be served. And Man City at least should get what is coming for them, because we all know that everybody just believes that Man City did something wrong.
Definitely. Okay, Eric Ten Hag, the man, he don't finally hang. So now there's a new coach taking over now, as Bayer Leverkusen have appointed Kasper Gillerman as head coach following the sacking of ETH. Of course, the former Denmark coach has signed a contract until the summer of 2027 with the Bundesliga club. So the man, talking about 53-year-old Dane, guided his country, talking about Denmark, to the European Championship semi-finals in 2021, where they narrowly lost to England after extra time. So now is the one to take over from ETH at Leverkusen.
But Leverkusen knows definitely that they are going to have a very bumpy season. What they are doing is actually more like a panic decision. You're going into the season under a new manager, the first 2 games of the season, and you feel like there is going to be fire on the mountain. One of the things they don't understand, and the management of Leverkusen showed right there, is that they didn't make they were not very sure of their decision when they were bringing this man on board. Ten Hag. You definitely know that bringing a man like this out of, he's been out of the game for a while, you definitely know he's going to have a very rough start.
You mean this new coach or Ten Hag?
I mean Ten Hag. So what happened with them? Letting Ten Hag go now and bringing a new manager, I won't be shocked.
But the man they are bringing in he has been on so much leave than even Ten Hag.
That's exactly what I'm saying, that I'm not sure that they have fixed the problem they are having now. Because the problem seems to be something about them. They want a quick result.
And that's what Ten Hag said. You sold major players. Exactly. You did not replace them. So how do you want me to succeed?
They are still
now only 3 games you're sacking him.
They are still seeing themselves as that team that Xabi Alonso built, that won the Bundesliga, that went to the Europa League final and all of. They are still seeing that in their head, but they need to wake up. That is over. Florian Wirtz is out of the team. A lot of players are out of the team. It's not more the same team at the moment. So what they need to do is agree with the fact that there's a new project now. It might take 2 years or 3 years. The new manager might still hit the ground. Maybe win the first game, win the second game, and go on and lose the next 5 games. It's just very funny how some managers are like, some manager knows how to do it. Yeah. You win your first 2-3 games, and everybody's like, yeah. Once you win your first 2-3 games, the management behind you can feel like, okay, now if you now go on to win the next 5 games, you feel like, oh, what's happening? Anyway, it can buy you 15 more games. But if you come in and you lose your 1-2-3 games, in fact, the next 4-5 games is not sure that you're going to manage it because they feel like OT Walito, you are scattering the whole place already, which is what happened to Ten Hag. So the new manager knows now that is with a team where you don't care to fire if you don't get the results. Of course, a lot of money they'll be paying Ten Hag. They have to be paying him off. But this one as well, they gave him 3-year deal. Exactly. But one thing we know about Bayer Leverkusen is that they are a low-key team. The Bundesliga will always go to Bayern Munich. What Xabi Alonso done, he has done it. They should be okay with that. So right now,
that was just once in a blue moon.
It happens it's like in the Ligue 1. Yeah, when I think it was Lille that won it a couple of years ago, and then PSG is back again. No one knows when it's going to happen again. So
okay, let's quickly talk about the World Cup qualification in Europe. In Group B, Kosovo will be playing Sweden, and of course Switzerland will host Slovenia. In Group C, Belarus will take on Scotland. Of course, Greece will be playing Denmark. Those games are starting at 7:45. Same time, Israel will be playing Italy in Group I. In Group L, Croatia play Montenegro. And of course, Gibraltar will host Faroe Island. And all of these games are for 7:45 Nigerian time. Of course, I hope some beating like thieves will be coming up in those games, especially in the game Italy-Israel, or maybe in the game between, is it Gibraltar? What do they call themselves? That is funny countries with their funny names. Okay, so watch out for these games. Of course, tomorrow, the boys will be here to give you the result of these actions and much more, especially as it concerns Nigerian game tomorrow. All right, so let's begin to roll it out. You were the one that said, okay, it was Bam Bam. Yeah. That said Super Eagles will win that game 2-0, but they ended up winning 1-0. But you said they were going to be beating.
I was expecting that
Rwanda
like
would be beating like thieves.
Yeah, I was expecting beating like thieves. Maybe that would be for South Africa.
Are you dreaming?
I didn't say that.
Because
South Africa. I hope we are not beating like thieves.
You think this team can beat South Africa like thieves?
I hope we are not beating like thieves instead.
I hope they will not say we are the ones that came to Pretoria to steal their flag and they beat us like criminals.
It's so sad going into that game, and then as a fan or fans generally, they are not in the right mood. Because by now you'll be seeing posts everywhere. People will be talking about it.
Because that game that South Africa won on Friday, if they had lost that game, should have given us
the whole pre-scoring side is the most difficult side to play against, whether they are home-based players or anything. Exactly. The fact that these guys, everybody will field 11 players, and these guys, I'm sure if the manager does his homework very well, he's going to tell them that nothing is special about these Nigerian guys. Go in there, kick them. If Rwanda can do what they did, we are South Africa.
Definitely, all right. Okay, before we roll out, everyone is still talking about Carlos Alcaraz, the world number 1 in tennis right now.
Yeah.
Nobody comes close to the man.
Nobody comes close, but then eventually he also still knows that he needs to enjoy while it lasts. He needs to always keep improving, because the rivalry between him and his brother right there is already showing now. No one comes close to the two of them. That's how we put it. Okay. There's Alcaraz, and then no one come close to the two of them. So when Alcaraz wins this and he's celebrating it, he needs to be prepared, knowing fully well that he's still going to have another final, and it's still going to be the same person. So, and when you are meeting your customer, you are one person all the time at the final, all the time. One day you will hit the ground, and he will catch you. And once he is able to stand on his truth as well once, he can also build on that momentum. So it's always about, that's one thing about we saw about Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal too. It's always about who get ahead once. So once you get ahead, to get from that, to get behind, to get ahead of that person again, it's always very difficult. So for young man right now, Alcaraz, we all know how dangerous he is. We all see his eyes. We know how this guy doesn't look like he's another Omolile.
So, that's the name you call him.
And he's doing it, and he's doing it well. So they are joy to watch. Joy to watch.
Definitely doing it well. A song that reminds me of a song by LL Cool J in 1996. Doing it well. Thank you so much for being part of the show. We've done it well tonight. The sports segment of the show. Of course, big ups to Sports here, because they will hear again tomorrow to do it and do it well.
This time tomorrow, I believe we will be running We'll be giving them the life update.
Most definitely.
As the game is going on. We just hope that we are not sweating when it's given.
No, don't worry. Drink enough water before you come into the studio. All right. Big ups to Daniel Adeyemi, the sports here. Let's have a breather now. I'll be back with more entertainment stops at the other side of this cruise show. Keep it locked right here. Don't move a muscle. The finest is still right here.
Melody 100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 7 p.m.
Reset one of your presets for your hit music now. 100.7.
What's the difference between me and you? What's the difference between me and you?
See, the difference with me, when I do what I do what I'm doing, but I'm doing it like I'm doing it for TV.
DJ Pretty. One DJ that I'll just listen to.
I love this station. Melody 100.7
Sometimes when you know day, she be now you are the call when you know day. And I know for time you need to be show face. Show face. Or you are for look down for low, yeah. My long by you day. Make luck you do not go wine me for old age. Old age. I just want things to get better. Go doom pa. Me, I be working money cheddar. I need more buga. I swear I can't deny. I swear I can't deny. I just want things to get better. Go doom pa. Me, I be working money cheddar. I need more buga. I swear I can't deny. That's why I can't deny. This is striking deals. I delicate just buy new private jet and you say make my grind reduce. I don't see who we get before, we no get again. Now why my morale they boost? My soldier they shiny boots. I know they follow anybody catch a cruise. Now my debt is get business with my 32. I don't see who there is money collecting, babe. But boy Jack will feel relate. As I they walk up, I see not on my cake. Put on my enemies to shame. I focus. Pay the price, no be say no cost. Go mashallah, share good church. That ugly boy we no fear for the clicker. Back there don't get full. I just want things to get better. Go doom pa. Me, I be working money cheddar. I need more buga. I swear I can't deny. I swear I can't deny. I just want things to get better. Go doom pa. Me, I be working money cheddar. I need more buga. That's why I can't deny. That's why I can't deny. Start to the push that is the matter na money. Quick the no commodity for settings. Procrastination fit on him and to dirty. Shanu me ya Rabbi. And if you know they will let see what's up. Every Saturday in your bus stop. As Ronaldo define the World Cup. After the rainy days, there come the sunny days. The vision must be revised. No be everyone for UK, now in the okay. 95 want to make them paralyzed, but we go they okay. We get belay, get it due dates. Can you see the convoy? Police for my in-laws, girls love it when they come around. Just want things to get better.
My wallet, I'm burning in my lights in wallet. Dirty like what? Cause I'm a good love. I be shame me can't stop. I'm so fly, my God. Miss Mr. Bombastic, Mr. Romantic. African boy with the do magic. Came in a bunch, left in the Lambo. Manga boy, everybody want blue. Bounce the line of Tabati Dagbo. My move, my time, my piano. I'm gonna lay what you. And you go lose control. By your knees, touch your toes. Give you the bad man love. I'm gonna lay what you. And you go lose control. By your knees, touch your toes. Give you the bad man love. I'ma look out to Dubai. She make you spend with the time. When they make you kite, join to the left and right, baby kite. Kite. No killing person, baby kite. You know one day gonna bite. Baby kite. Kite.
It's too easy cause the money surplus. The money don't stop a long talk. How many things you won't count? You better relate with your man. I see the vibe, see they do me. Don't go use your own, gon' confuse me. I did not see they do me. Hot box pass, baby, for me. Diamonds every new way. If there's something that you wanna do it. Oh, wale mo me. Men the physically fit, wale mo me. Oh, bella boy, omo apa mi jo. Omo casa amigos.
Omo le wajo. And you go lose control. By your knees, touch your toes. Give you the bad man love. I'm gonna lay what you. And you go lose control. By your knees, touch your toes. Give you the bad man love. I'ma look out to Dubai. She make you spend with the time. When they make you kite, join to the left and right, baby kite.
If there's something that you wanna do it. Oh, wale mo me. Men the physically fit, wale mo me. Oh, bella boy, omo apa mi jo. Omo casa amigos.
Omo le wajo. And you go lose control. By your knees, touch your toes. Give you the bad man love. Omo le wajo. And you go lose control. By your knees, touch your toes. Give you the bad man love. I'ma look out to Dubai. She make you spend with the time. When they make you kite, join to the left and right, baby kite. Kite. No killing person, baby kite. You know one day gonna go.
What's happening outside? In the heat
Most definitely, we all have story. We have stories, different stories to tell. What's your story? If I tell you my own story, you'll be wondering, how did I make it? How did I make it this far? Okay, it is God in heaven that changes our story from the negative to positive. No matter what your story is, try to make good things out of your stories so that people can hear your story and be inspired. Beautiful song right there, Fireboy DML doing story. Alright, you're still swinging with the nature's finest up in here, representing big time. This is a beautiful day. And let's talk about entertainment now. What's popping, what's trending in entertainment? Let's start with one of the legends of the game in the industry, talking about Bright Chimezie, veteran musician. Bright Chimezie has expressed concern over the lack of lyrical content in music nowadays, most definitely. He noted that the present crops of musicians are making great music but lack a lyrical content. The veteran singer advises younger colleagues to incorporate rich lyrics into their music. He explained that during his peak, he and his contemporaries made music that stood the test of time. He said music is more profitable now than his own time. He said the only problem he has with the present crops of artists is their lyrical content in terms of rhythms and every other thing. They are doing quite well in terms of rhythm and the beat, but what message are they passing to the society? He said some of the things he and his contemporaries back then sang stuck till today. He said, remember when he did the track Respect in Africa, Respect Africa in 1984. So that's about 40 years ago. But up to today, you can still watch what he did 40 years ago and be proud of his lyrics. That's what he said. So new crop of artists, are you listening? You need to learn how to listen, okay? Let's talk about Yemi Sholade now, an Hollywood actor. He has opened up on his decision to stay away from church services for more than 10 years, revealing that the move was driven by personal experiences that clash with his career and peace of mind. That's what he's saying. He recalled that the turning point came in 2013 when a pastor at his former church instructed him to stop accepting acting job scheduled on Sundays. Sholade said the directive left him uncomfortable as it did directly interfered with his profession and livelihood. He explained that the situation made him reevaluate the balance between faith and personal life, ultimately leading him to step back from regular church attendance. He said, and I quote him, "If you see me in church, it's probably because we are filming. Back in 2013, I went to church with my wife and the pastor told me not to take jobs on Sundays. That same work he wanted me to avoid is what puts money in my pocket and allows me to give offerings. That was when I decided to stop." Sholade dismissed the widely held notion that life will take a downturn without church attendance, stressing that his life has remained stable and even more peaceful since he stopped. According to him, he has been able to focus better on his family and acting career without the constant pressure of church committees and programs that often consumed his time. Now, the actor emphasized that his choice was not a rejection of faith, but a conscious decision to avoid unhealthy pressures that hinder personal growth and productivity. That's Yemi Sholade talking there, Hollywood actor. Okay, moving away from that, just as we reported in our news earlier today, Alibaba, veteran comedian, has been evicted, chased away, if you want to put any other language you want to use, from his Victoria Island property in Lagos. He was evicted alongside his company after a writ of possession signed by the Federal High Court on August 15, 2025. The property was sold to Alibaba for 220 million naira by the federal government in 2021 through the Asset Management Company of Nigeria, AMCON. Now, AMCON claimed to have sold out the property to recover the debt allegedly owed by Harrod Expansion Industries Nigeria Limited. Now, dismissing AMCON's claim, Justice Ambrose Louis Alagua, in his ruling on July 31, said that the corporation failed to provide evidence of the alleged debt. So the court ordered that the property be returned to its original owner and also imposed a fine of 500 million naira in damages to AMCON. The reports have it that the comedian's liability in the case came as a result of the timing he bought the property. Alibaba, who was a tenant of the property's original owner before their eviction by AMCON, reportedly bought the property while the case was still in court, despite an existing preservation order. That's a mistake sometimes we make. We buy property under litigation. You can't buy. Alibaba should have known better. It is educated now. You're buying a property that is under litigation. At the end of the day, you might end up being a loser. And that's what has happened to Alibaba now. God have mercy. Okay. Let's talk about Naira now. And I'm not talking about Naira and Kobo. I'm talking about Naira Marley. A tense moment was said to have occurred during Naira Marley's concert in Benin Republic when a fan unexpectedly invaded the singer in what appeared to be an attempt to attack him. Now, in a viral video from the event, the Malian music boss was seen performing when the man suddenly charged towards him. Of course, a swift intervention by security operatives, including close associate Sam Larry, prevented the situation from escalating. The intruder was immediately restrained and escorted off the stage while the performance continued. It's getting to 1 year now that Mohbad died. Some of these events will be coming up again. And some people still believe that Naira Marley has a hand in the death of Mohbad. Today is 8. In 4 days' time, it will be exactly 2 years that Mohbad died. God have mercy. Up till now, no clue about who killed him. God have mercy. Okay. Before we go away from here, let's quickly talk about where there was a change. Let me quickly say there was a change in the head of house at the BB Niger for week 7. Now, Thelma Lawson was able to dethrone Faith to emerge her head of house for the week 7. Of course, you already know that fans and housemates in the ongoing Big Brother Naija season 10 were taken by surprise today after Dede and Joanna were seemingly evicted in a dramatic twist that turned out to be a prank. Yes, it turned out to be a prank because the drama began when the red telephone rang inside the house, a symbol of Big Brother's most unpredictable instructions. Today they picked up the call and was startled to hear Ibuka's voice on the other end, informing her she had just 10 seconds to leave and to select another housemate to share a surprise with. So without hesitation, they chose Joanna, and moments later, both housemates were asked to pack their things and exit the house immediately. The twist left fellow housemates confused, and viewers were also convinced that the two had been evicted. However, in a stunning revelation, it was later confirmed that Dede and Joanna were not evicted, but instead moved to a secret room to await further instructions. So that's the thing. Biggie is also doing April Fool in the month of September. That's what Biggie did earlier today. Biggie did April Fool in the month of September. Crazy Biggie. Okay. All right, let's leave it with this one. Chief Mrs. Leila Euphemia Akmeke Fowler, the distinguished Yeye Morphin of Lagos and founder of the acclaimed Vivian Fowler Memorial College of Girls, is dead. Yes, if you've ever heard the name Vivian Fowler Memorial School for Girls, her death was confirmed by Basharun J.K. Randu, who disclosed to journalists that she died on Saturday morning at the age 91. She was born on 23 March 1933 in Lagos. Chief Fowler Namor lived a life defined by resilient service and, of course, groundbreaking achievements across multiple fields. She received the early education at CMS Girls School, Lagos, before proceeding to Queens of the Rosary College, Onitsha, where she obtained her senior Cambridge certificate in 1951. Her career began in teaching, but she later pursued nursing in London at the prestigious St. Thomas Hospital. Driven by ambition and determination, she transitioned to law, studying at Middle Temple, where she was called to the bar in 1962. Then she returned to Nigeria the following year and was called to the Nigerian bar in 1963. Chief Fowler practiced law both with established chambers and through her own firm, specializing in insurance law and consultancy. Her dedication to public service was evident in her role as a councillor in the Lagos State Council between 1978 and 1980. She was also deeply involved with the Nigerian Bar Association, then the Nigerian Red Cross and the Corona Schools Trust Council. In 1991, she founded the Vivian Fowler Memorial College for Girls in honor of her late daughter. The institution has since grown into one of Nigeria's foremost all-girls schools, renowned for its culture of academic excellence and commitment to raising future leaders. In recognition of her immense contributions to education and society, she was honored with the prestigious chieftaincy title of Yeye Morphin of Lagos by Oba Adeyinka Oyekon II. Celebrated as a silent achiever, Chief Fowler left an enduring legacy that spanned nursing, law, politics, and education, inspiring generations through her work and values. May the soul of this beautiful woman rest in peace. Mama Leila Fowler, may her soul rest in peace. All right, let's have a breather now. Let's take a few more good tunes. At the other side, we'll be looking through what's popping everywhere. Then we'll get into class. But are we learning in class tonight? Very shortly, you get to know. Because right here, right now is the finest. Don't forget to follow us on all socials. Melody 107 FM, right here in the city of IB. Keep it low, don't keep it away from others. Share it and let them know what's popping in the city of IB. I go back to the deck right now. At the other side, I bring you vibes after vibes. Here is the video alongside Sensia and 450, and they call this one R&B.
She be my reggae and blues. Me I no fit like say you put me on cruise. Waiting I wonder. Get this your body got me feeling confused. Say my baby fine pass a million times. Me I no go mind to spend all of my time. Say now you me I choose. Get this your body got me feeling confused. My baby divine, she dey give me the wine. Make I put you for my rover. Anything you need, call me line. Cause you be one of a kind, Mama Jaya Casablanca. See the way you boss it, they boss my door. Carry me, they go for your wheelbarrow. Say this kind love, now one time, oh. No go play you half time, say na full time, oh. Havana, don't know what you did to me. I put you up in my bima. Don't know what you did to me. Havana, don't know what you did to me. I put you up in my bima.
show up and blow.
My baby divine, she dey give me the T-wine, make I put you for my rover.
And me body no easy to find, cause me a one of a kind, you under controller.
See the way you boss it, they boss my door.
And me we cock it up for the wheelbarrow.
Say this guy love in a one time, oh. I know go play you half time, say na full time, oh. Don't know what you did to me. I put you up in my beamer. Don't know what you did to me. Don't know what you did to me. I put you up in my beamer. Don't know what you did to me. Tell you I'm a kryptonite. Tell me why you're there all this time. You're good, I'm a fantasize. You like when me rough if you not come play me the low. And if you ask someone tell you, you're gone, someone jealous. But why know when you're to me? Cause it's hard for me like oh, like what I'm a sucker. You are, you want me. See the way you boss it, they boss my door. Carry me the go for your wheelbarrow. Say this guy love me now one time, oh. I know go play you half time, say na full time, oh. Don't know what you did to me. I put you up in my beamer. Don't know what you did to me. Don't know what you did to me. I put you up in my beamer. Don't know what you did to me. I want that peace of mind where they come with that baby, now on my race we they run to make you look always time. Oh no, no pressure. Make you give me that love. If you give me, I no go let go. Give me, make I cure my sanko. Feelings got me hitting on a freaky dance floor. Make you give me that love. If you give me, I no go let go. Make you give me, make I cure my sanko. Feelings got me hitting on a freaky dance floor. Diallo, diallo. If I give you my love, oh, make you no disappoint, oh. Me, I got you for mind, oh. Diallo, diallo. If I give you my love, oh, make you no disappoint, oh. Me, I got you for mind, oh, my mind, oh.
Goddamn, alright, goddamn. Get the way your body make me feel excited. Loving you, they put me on a different mindset. Girl, not only you, they make me stick to one girl. Goddamn, hell, you do again, goddamn. Picture perfect, no they mind them. Keep it private, fuck on ballet. If you need me, baby, I'll be right there. Time for my radio. Bump back, show you the baby, you. Do me many things till they hear me, you. I'm ready if you're ready to.
Give me that love. If you give me, I no go let go. Give me, make I cure my sanko. Feelings got me hitting on a freaky dance floor. Make you give me that love. If you give me, I no go let go. Make you give me, make I cure my sanko. Feelings got me hitting on a freaky dance floor. Diallo, diallo. If I give you my love, make you no disappoint, oh. Me, I got you for mind, oh. Diallo, diallo. If I give you my love, make you no disappoint, oh. Me, I got you for mind, oh, my mind, oh. So many people want lick my stew, so baby, chill, make I survey your tools. And if I undo your 2x2, you fit to scream, you can lose in your cool. So many reasons are written in the stars, oh my God, you're the reason I do what I do. So baby, make you give me your love. Make you give me that love. If you give me, I no go let go. Give me, make I cure my sanko. Feelings got me hitting on a freaky dance floor. Make you give me that love. If you give me, I no go let go. Make you give me, make I cure my sanko. Feelings got me hitting on a freaky dance floor. Diallo, diallo. If I give you my love, make you no disappoint, oh. Me, I got you for mind, oh. Diallo, diallo. If I give you my love, make you no disappoint, oh. Me, I got you for mind, oh, my mind, oh.
Àtàbàpàdé lójú ogun kò tó pa mí o, mo ti pa 20. $2 ọ̀rá Lambo, odùmọ́ ní ibi gan ni mi Rambo. Má bá
níjọ́ tí bá rántí ilé. Smile for the camera, they hide the pain. Ọmọ wetin go happen if mama call me say she need the rapper. Wọ́n bá mi sọ mi ò lọ sílé. Wọ́n bá mi sọ mi ò lọ sílé. If I no see money, I no fit go back, I no fit let you down. Wọ́n bá mi sọ mi ò lọ sílé. Wọ́n bá mi sọ mi ò lọ. Joy comes in the morning, mo smola. I no beg nobody, Bambi Allah. They ready for kiri, ọmọ tó bá dé. Everybody knows say he go share update. Ọmọ fuck my neighbor, I no trust nobody. Tell my nigga I dey on my way. Fruit of labor, he go chop, no worry. Tell mom see we go dey alright. Tọ́ba kálá lè ní ọmọ tó bá dọ̀la. Tọ́ba pè mí, mo lè fún wọn gàrà. Èmi, ọmọ wo ló ń pè mí? Àìkú ló ń pè bí. Ọmọ ya mi kà wá rọ́wọ́ mú. Kàlọ́ mẹ́ka kàlọ́ káṣámú. Ojú àròkùn, ojú àròsà. Kọ́mọ owó tó ra adìẹ kó tó ra. Ọmọ owó wetin go happen if mama call me say she need the rapper. Wọ́n bá mi sọ mi ò lọ sílé. Wọ́n bá mi sọ mi ò lọ sílé. If I no see money, I no fit go back, I no fit let you down. Wọ́n bá mi sọ mi ò lọ sílé. Wọ́n bá mi sọ mi ò lọ sílé.
Melody 100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
Most definitely, that's where you at. Nobody does it better, of course it is. Your station, 007 station, that keeps bringing you the very best all the time. Melody 100.7 right here in the city of IB. And you're chilling with the finest. Your Odogu presenter, multi-award winning, right here. Keeping it tight, keeping it going. It is the Cruise Show, your ultimate drive time experience in the city of IB. All right, let's quickly check out what's happening elsewhere now concerning Nigeria and concerning the latest information aside entertainment and sport. You know, we give you that one full force. Okay, what's popping, what's happening everywhere. All right, let's quickly talk about this one. People will be surprised with what Tajudeen Abbas, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, is saying at this time, because people always feel the present crop of legislators, National Assembly members, a bunch of oh yes boys. And whatever Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu pushes to them, they will just approve it without even scrutinizing it. So people are calling them legislators, if you know what it means in Yoruba. But this one, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajudeen Abbas, is saying something else now. He's blowing hot now because he's saying that Nigeria's rising debt profile has exceeded the country's legal threshold and now poses a major threat to fiscal sustainability. Now, he spoke early today at the opening of the 11th Annual Conference and General Assembly of the West African Association of Public Accounts Committee. He said Nigeria's total public debt rose to 149.39 trillion naira, about 97 billion US dollars, in the first quarter of 2025, moving from 121.7 trillion the previous year. Wow, they don't use us borrow money finish. He noted that the country's debt to GDP ratio has climbed to 52%, surpassing the statutory ceiling of 40%. So he described the breach as a signal of a strain on fiscal stability, and called for stronger oversight, transparent borrowing principles and practices, as well as reforms to ensure loans deliver tangible economic and social benefit. Now you're telling us all of this, Mr. Speaker. What do you want us to do? You guys are the ones approving all of the loans, and that's what Nigerians are saying now. Let's talk about Showore and DSS now. As the DSF, Department of State Service, has given a 1-week ultimatum to Omoyele Showore to delete what he described as a false, malicious, and inciting social media post about President Bola Tinubu. The DSS, in a letter dated September 7, that was yesterday, alleged that Showore made criminal and derogatory remarks against the person of the president in a post on X on August 26. The DSS warned that failure to take down the post will force the DSS to explore all lawful means to protect national security and public order. Of course, if you don't know, Shure, a former presidential candidate of the AAC and pro-democracy activist, had in the post described President Tinubu as a criminal. How can you describe you? I mean, no matter how it is, how can you describe your own president as a criminal, the president of a nation as a criminal? That's too harsh now. He accused the president of lying to Nigeria after the president reportedly claimed that corruption no longer existed under his administration. Now, responding through the Director of Legal Service, U.M. Davis, the DSS said the remarks have sparked anger among citizens and could incite public disturbance, disunity, and even insurrection. So they have given him 1 week now, and the 1 week started from today. So by the end of this week, Saturday, Shure doesn't delete the post. Let's see what DSS will. I'm about Moon Conley, as Yoruba will say. And from one trouble to another trouble, here is to Kaduna State and about El-Rufai, where the former governor of the state, Kaduna, Nasir El-Rufai, has petitioned the Police Service Commission, PSC, accusing senior officers of the Kaduna State Police Command of gross misconduct. In a letter dated today, September 8, the former governor accused the commissioner of police in Kaduna State of abusing his office. El-Rufai urged the PSC to immediately launch an impartial investigation into what he described as unlawful and unconstitutional conduct by authorities of the command. Because there has been a face-off between El-Rufai and the Kaduna State Police Command. On August 30, the former governor and some other opposition politicians were attacked by suspected political thugs during a meeting in Kaduna. El-Rufai subsequently accused the police of collusion with the thugs, saying officers were watching while they were being attacked. Of course, last week reports also emerged indicating that the command had invited El-Rufai along with 6 senior members of the ADC for questioning over allegations relating to criminal conspiracy, incitement of public disturbance, mischief, and causing grievous hurt. So that's the row that has been going on between El-Rufai and, of course, the police command in Kaduna State. Still moving on latest happenings here and there. Now, what happened today concerning the strike by Nupeng? I hope it doesn't cripple things from tomorrow because the way it is right now, the body is not ready to say no. But let's see what happens concerning that one. But in a related development, the Association of Resident Doctors in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, says public hospitals in the nation's capital have been overtaken by snakes and other reptiles. Now, the president of ARD, FCT, George Ebong, made a claim while addressing journalists today. According to him, doctors in Abuja are dying from snake bites. He said they are dying from snake bite. So when doctors are dying, God. And when they begin to go on strike now, you people will say they are wicked. It is well. God have mercy. Nigeria, my country. Oh God. Okay, let me leave. Before I leave this segment of the show, President Tinubu has sacked one of his aides. We're talking about his aid on digital creative economy. According to the statement, where the man's name is Fego Umunubo. According to the statement issued today, by the Director of Information and Public Relations of the State House, Abiodun Oladunjoye, Monobo's disengagement takes immediate effect. So why did they sack him? I don't know, don't ask me, okay? In Benin, Edo State, the Oba there, Oba Iwaretu, has called on Edo indigents and residents of the state to embark on a 2-week fasting and prayer to ward off evil from the land. The monarch made this known in a statement today issued by the state, the palace. The traditional ruler said the fasting will commence from September 15 to September 28. That's next Monday. And urge all Bini sons and daughters at home and in the diaspora to fast and pray during the period. Okay? So go and fast if you are from Edo State. Now, concerning the issue, quickly let me update you with the issue of the strike. The Nupeng members versus Dangote refinery. The refinery has denied the report that it could shut its petroleum unit for 2 to 3 months. The spokesman of the group, Anthony Chiejine, described the report as fake. There was a report that the petrol unit at the 650,000 barrel per day Dangote refinery may be shut for 2 weeks or for 2 or 3 months for repairs. Quoting Industry Monitor, according to the report, the unit was said to have been shut since August 29 after catalyst leaks. But the report has now been debunked as the claims describing them as fake coming from Dangote refinery. Let's leave it like that. When I come again, I'll give you more. But for today, this is the way it's going down. Let me give you this beat from Ruga. Love. When I come back, I'll be taking you through the class. What are we learning in class tonight? Don't move a muscle, keep it locked. It is the finest here, Melody 100.7 FM, the Cruise Show, your ultimate drive time experience.
Still alive, I'm falling in love on this side. Now I know what it feels like. Don't know what to do now, it seems like. Still need somebody to rely on. See, no be talk, not real life. Oh, if you give me the green light, what's the deal like? I should tell you one thing about me. Baby girl, say I don't like being alone. I don't like sleeping alone. So just know that if we break up, I'll be on the phone with someone new. Baby girl, if I know you never know. For way too long I've been cold. Play by the ear and tell me when you feeling someone, yeah. I tell you say I no go love again. I tell you say I'm a playboy, yo. Now see I don't fall again. Let's give it a try. Make you see I see go. Now see I don't go again. Me baby say I be playboy, yo. Now see you don't stop again. Something where I did wrong from. Make you see I see go. And if I give you my heart, will you hold it up for a good price? You give it up. You need to know when I'm really in love. I'll never give you half bread, but I give you none. Let me ask if I act like an ass. Will you still let me clap your ass on my marble floors? I'm so toxic, a thing you should know about me. Baby girl, say I don't like being alone. I don't like sleeping alone. So just know that if we break up, I'll be on the phone with someone new. Baby girl, if I know you never know. For way too long I've been cold. Play by the ear and tell me when you feeling someone, yeah. I tell you say I no go love again. I tell you say I'm a playboy, yo. Now see I don't fall again. Let's give it a try. Make you see I see go. Now see I don't go again. Me baby say I be playboy, yo. Now see you don't stop again. Something where I did wrong from. Make you see I see go. up, I'll be on the phone with someone new. Way too long I've been called. Tell you say I no go love again. I tell you say I'm a playboy. Now see I don't ball again. Let's give it a try. Make me see I see go. Now see I don't go again. Me way be say I be playboy. Now see you don't stop again. Something where I did wrong from. Make me see I see go.
That's right, Love Again right there coming through from the man known as Ruga. Ruga the bad boy. That's the way I call him. Okay, we're moving on gradually to crescendo this beautiful evening. Moving to the end of the show, little by little this beautiful evening. That's what it is. Nothing has a beginning that will not have an end. But before we get to the end of the show, we must get to class. What are we learning in class tonight? Let's learn something. OF. Okay, let's begin this way. This word, some people always mistake the words. You know, when you call it one way, they will say it's wrong. When you call it the other way, they will say it's wrong. And vice versa. Some people will say, no, this one is the wrong one. This one is the correct one. This one is the wrong one. This one is the correct one. Which word am I talking about tonight? I'm talking about the word. Yes, this word. O-F-T-E-N. O-F-T-E-N. Now, take my time. I want to take my time to explain this word so that you know how it became the way it is being pronounced right now and how it was before now. Now, before now, yes, the word O-F-T-E-N was pronounced as often. Often, with the T not silent. The T was well pronounced then. Often. Whether you pronounce it as often or right now as it's being pronounced majorly often, both are correct. But you get to know why one is being preferred now. Because both pronunciations are considered correct and are widely used in English. But historically, the T was pronounced well back then, but it was pronounced and it became silent in pronunciation around the 18th century. It was around the 18th century that it became very, very silent, and it was adopted. The silent one was adopted in the 18th century before slowly returning in recent times again, leading to the current acceptance of both forms. Now, here, let me break it down for you. Now, with a T sound, it's pronounced as often. Now, without a T sound, it is pronounced as often. Without the T sound. The T is silent in that one, often. Now, the word often comes from the Old English word O-F-T, oft, which is always pronounced with a T, oft. Now, the T was dropped from the pronunciation of often over the time, but has since made a comeback in many dialects, making both the silent and pronounced T acceptable. But the version that is now more acceptable is the one that has the T silent, that is often. Now, both the version with the T and the version without the T are recognized by major dictionaries and are considered correct in both British and American English. So, what I'm saying tonight is both are correct and are acceptable. But when they are doing things and you see majority of the people are doing it using often instead of often, which one would you go for? So it's better to go for the often. The T being silent, it's better to go that route as well, okay? But one thing you should know, both are correct. Let me let you know that tonight. let's begin to roll out now. Thank you so much for being part of the show, the cruise show for this beautiful Monday. Definitely makes a return tomorrow with the boys. Yes, for tomorrow's edition of the show. I'll be back on the next one as well. You know how we represent. Don't forget to follow us on all socials. Melody 107 FM. Melody 107 FM on all socials. Let me quickly, yes, take your messages. I can see your messages now. Earlier, it was not flowing through. Yes, let's check them out now. Sorry. Let me quickly take before I begin to go. Humbu Baba, yes, says, okay, he's asking of Bobola when we're earlier on spot. Yeah, Bobola will be here tomorrow. So watching you from Osun State. Up Osun United, okay. When you're there, me Mokuri as well. Okay, thank you for your message. And of course, Nurini Farouk says good evening to you. All right, thank you for all of your messages. More of the messages, I can't see them. Somehow, I guess the network was crazy. But let's leave it like this way. I big up to the guys. Timothy, Marcos, and of course Moses, Daniel representing tonight. All right, let me hand you over back to Nika now. Whatever she likes, she can do with you. For me, let me be leaving you right now. When I rise now, it will be time for Nibe Loa. Nibe Loa, yes, your authentic program for the hunters. 9 o'clock, yes, Abiko will be here for Ilya Layo. That program, don't mess with it. Whether you are single or married, don't mess with it. It's a program that brings a whole lot of things in it. And of course, 10 o'clock, you'll be on to Laugh Yoba. It's Taye. Yeah, but let me say about that Taye. Okay, let's begin to roll out now. Thank you so much. My name is Pretty. You call me the nature's finest. DJ Pretty, the finest. Up in all in one, one in all. You know, when I come through, I rev through. And I'll be back on the next one. Remember what I say all the time? Show love. If you can, help people, help them. If you can't, leave them alone. Don't add to their problem. One thing, Nigeria has been blessed so much. So all we need now is God's help. So always say, God help Nigeria. I'm out of here. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one. Keep your head up. And I'm out.
Sugar.